to be talking about YouTubers. If you're out there and you're a YouTuber and you've been trying to build up your subscribers and your watch hours and trying to monetize your channel and get your message out there, uh, but you've been at it for a while and you feel like you're ready to give up, keep watching because I'm going to give you some techniques to use to basically uh, I'm gonna tools. I'm gonna give you some tools to speed up your goals and to keep going. I'm gonna give you some tools to keep going and to speed up your goals for making it and becoming monetized on YouTube in a way that I don't think anybody has spoken to you about it before. So keep watching. Just taking a little sip of coffee here. Ouch. I've been out running errands, but just like many of you having a busy life, maybe you working a full-time job and you're trying to get yourself a side hustle or you're trying to get yourself monetized on YouTube so that you can quit your 9 to 5 job. Whatever that may be, I'm going to give you some tools to use that I haven't seen people uh, I haven't seen anybody giving tools like this on YouTube, specifically for YouTubers. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber, so this is, what I've been using um, to boost myself on my channel, and I would like to help everybody. These are techniques that anybody can use, honestly, for any reason, any career. These are life tools that everybody needs to get their goals, to attain their goals, to acquire things. It's basically a way of life that once you start this practice, things will come to you easier, things will come to you quicker. And it's really about getting your mindset around achieving your goals and it's fail proof. This is basically how the universe works. So I have a special technique. We're talking about law of attraction, law of assumption, the laws of the universe. And I have a system for using uh, I have a system of techniques that I use called Give It to Yourself. I call it Giddy, Gity, getting giddy with it. And it's to give your life, your desired life, to yourself. Disconnect from all the hullaboo that's going on out there in the 3D reality, which can be extremely depressing and anxiety causing and uh, can give you feelings of doomsday and can increase the negativity in your life to the point where you just don't move anywhere. You kind of stay stuck. But once you give your desired life, your desired thing to yourself, then there's no stopping you. And you can do this over and over in your life to get anything that you want and to achieve the life that you want. So it's called Give It to Yourself. And how do you do that? Well, I'm going to give you some steps that use the GITY to kind of anagram or to kind of help you to remember these steps. But you could always come back to this video if you need a boost to keep your mind on the right track to succeeding, to being a success on YouTube. So the G, give it to yourself. The G in give is to give yourself the power. So, in other words, like empowering yourself. The first step in mastering the laws of the universe is to understand that you are in the power position. So, for some of you, that may mean admitting to yourself that you had something to do with, you played some part in the circumstances that you are now, or in other words, the reason why the YouTube, the reason why the YouTube. I sound like an old person. Well, hello. But the reason why YouTube might not be working for you yet is that you have to empower yourself. You have to give yourself the power to manifest whatever it is that you want and desire. Excuse me. And so what that means is accepting that one of the basic laws of the universe is that you are you have the power within you. In other words, you are God of your universe. And by universe, I mean YOU universe, meaning everyone is living within their own universe. And what you're seeing reflected on the plane of existence is really a reflection of what's going on deep inside of you emotionally. So, in other words, if you're watching the news all the time and or dialed into these channels that are constantly bombarding you with uh, negative stuff. So, why I say the news is because if you look at the news is mostly, they should just call it negative news because that's all it is. It's all fear based information. And sure, this stuff is going on in the plane of existence, but that doesn't mean that you have to dial into it. So, really, the point is to realize that you create your own sort of micro universe and you are the center of it. You are the boss of it. So if you're dialing into that stuff, then you're dialing into something that is working negatively against you and your desires, your dreams, your goals. The point is to take a step back from it, maybe a few steps back from all of that. Just because it's going on out there doesn't mean that it has to be going on within your small circle of micro universe. So you have to empower yourself to realize that it is within your power what you see and what gets reflected within your own world. And sometimes that means getting delusional and denying, the 3D reality just for your sanity, for sanity's sake. Um, just for your sanity to back off from everything that's going on out there and focus more on what's going on in here. That's the most important. Once you declare and that you are in charge of your micro universe, then you can move on to the other steps and you're really on your way to manifesting your desired reality of becoming a YouTuber. A YouTube, not just a YouTuber, but a YouTube star, a YouTube, whatever you want to call it, a successful YouTuber. So give it to yourself. The I stands for imagine. So imagine yourself in your desired reality as a famous, successful YouTuber, but do the imagining from first person point of view, from your desired self's point of view. So, what that means is it's kind of a mouthful is that you are wanting to imagine, as you're imagining your desired reality, who are you inside that reality? So, in other words, you want to act as if you already have achieved success as a YouTuber. And then imagine what does that look like for you? So, in other words, what things are you doing? Are you going to, I know every year, maybe twice a year, I don't know, but every year YouTube has a big party for the biggest influencers on YouTube. Are you going to that party? Who are you meeting? Who are other YouTubers that are now on your level are you going to see there at this party? And who are you going to schmooze with? Imagine yourself at that party from your successful YouTuber desired self. So you're the successful YouTuber you imagine in first person point of view, and you're seeing the people that you're schmoozing with at the YouTube party for all the big YouTube successful people. So that's an imaginal scene that you can have. And what you want to do is imagine from your first person point of view. So you're at the party, you're seeing the people mingling, right? But at some point, you could also look down at yourself. What are you wearing? What kind of shoes do you have on? Do your feet hurt? Because I know for us women, we've been wearing heels, and feet will be in pain. So just in your mind, figure out, what would I be wearing? What kind of shoes? Uh, am I wearing pants or a skirt or dress? Whatever. When you look down, and imagine it as you're looking down your body, see that scene. Um, Once again, who are you schmoozing with? Who are you talking to? Do you have a drink in your hand? What kind of drink is it? What does it taste like? What does it feel like? Are you a bundle of nerves standing there amongst all these other successful YouTubers? What's it like schmoozing with them, networking with them, meeting YouTubers that maybe you've watched for years even and have always wanted to meet? And this is your first time meeting them, but in this setting, you are just like them, right? Super successful and at YouTubing, and you're schmoozing with them because you're one of them. So this is a great imaginal scene you could have. But if you want to imagine something else, another thing you can imagine is you can hear yourself. So imagine talking to someone that you would tell good news to. So maybe it's your best friend, maybe it's your parent, your mom, your dad. Maybe it's your sibling, your favorite sibling, your someone that you're close to, and you're telling them, "I just got my $100,000 subscriber placard." And imagine how what their reaction would be. "Wow, I always knew you could do it." Or, "Wow, that is so freaking great. I can't believe you made it." Things like things like that. That's something that an imaginary act that you could hear in your head or hear being said, and just repeat these imaginal acts. Just pick one and just repeat it over and over again. Or if you get tired of one, pick another. But repeat them in your head, literally just like a snippet, and pretend like it's on a quick rollback. And it's just a few seconds of that scene. And imagine seeing it or hearing it, and just roller tape it in your head. Just keep listening to that or seeing that it's that scene until until you believe that it's already happened, and it's already in your memory bank. And that's when you can say, I already did that. Like, I am already that person. I already had that experience. And once you can say that to yourself, you can believe it, and you feel it. You feel the reactions that you have. How does it feel when you're talking to someone, telling them the news about your 100,000 subscriber placard? How does it feel? Does it make you excited to say that? How does it feel to hear them say, "Wow, I always knew you could do it"? How does that feel? You feel proud of yourself? You feel fulfilled? Uh, and are you thinking about, what the next video is that you're gonna craft and put on your YouTube channel? That's what you want to do. So you want to have those imaginal acts. So first, empower yourself that you are in charge of your reality, your universe, your micro universe, and that is it is within your power to have whatever you want, but it is within your power to become a famous YouTube influencer. Imagine, empower yourself with that trait. It is within my power to do that. And then imagine, set up your imaginal acts, uh, which are basically just fantasizing. You're hearing, you know, your friend, someone close to you on your phone, congratulating you on getting your 100,000 subscribers, um, or you're seeing yourself at the yearly YouTube party schmoozing with your colleagues, so to speak, right? Your fellow YouTubers, and talking about your success. Maybe you even have one of the other YouTubers come up to you and say that they've admired your channel. You could imagine that. Wouldn't that be cool? Have someone that you've been watching come up to you and say, "Oh my God, I watch your channel too." That's another thing you could imagine, right? So empower yourself, imaginal acts until you feel it and feel the emotions that you feel in those moments. Feel it from your desired self's point of view. Boom. Next. So the T in giddy, give it to yourself. The T is for thankfulness, thanking, be thankful. So in your life today, what are you grateful for? Maybe you're grateful that you have a delicious cup of coffee. I'm coffee obsessed. So anytime I drink my coffee, I am so grateful. It tastes so good and it wakes me up. It gives me energy. What else are you thankful for? Maybe you're thankful because you took a walk outside and it was a beautiful day. Maybe you smelled some beautiful flowers. Maybe you got the first parking space at Costco. And if you watch this video, wait here or here, you will see where I talk about manifesting a, the first parking space at Costco. Maybe that's something you're grateful for. Maybe you're grateful because you have your kids and they did something really cute today, and you're just so grateful that those kids are in your life. Maybe you're grateful because you have a great friend that really supports you in everything that you do, or your husband, or your wife, your mate, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your whoever. There's so many things to be grateful in this life, and every day we should be taking stock in what we're grateful for. Sometimes I'm just grateful that I woke up. I'm like, wow, I woke up, I'm breathing, I'm healthy. Everyone that I'm close to is healthy. That's plenty to be thankful for, right? And the world is your oyster. That's another thing to be grateful for. So empower yourself, give yourself the power. Imagine, have some imaginal acts. Imagine yourself from in first person point of view, from your desired self's point of view, from your successful YouTuber's self point of view. Imagine. Hmm. And then thank 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 the universe. Be thankful for what's in your life right now, because gratitude really kind of greases the wheels. Because if you're grateful for stuff in your life now, then the universe reads that as, oh, they like being grateful, they're grateful for these great things, so let's give them more of that. Let's give you more of that stuff that you're grateful for. And that's how you really sort of pump up your life. It's like you're greasing the wheels for manifestation to come, good manifestation. Okay, then the last part. So the last part, of course, is universe. So I was just talking about your micro universe, YOU, universe. Everyone has one, and you are in charge of your universe. So the point is for you to create it. What do you want it to be? And so you can take your universe, look around you, and figure out, okay, there are these things that I want less of in my universe, but you don't want to focus on what you don't want. You want to focus on what you do want. So start creating your universe and what you want. That means if you're a YouTuber, start doing research and finding out, okay, these other YouTubers that are in the genre that I'm in, or the niche that I'm in, what are they doing? What first of all, figure out which are the viral videos or the most successful videos in your genre, and then try to figure out how you can put your spin on it. I mean, that's what I'm doing here. I'm putting my spin on. I see all these people doing YouTube videos, about YouTube. And they're doing, how they make money on YouTube, how I make money on YouTube, how I make sure that my videos go viral on YouTube. There's all these videos about YouTube. And I was looking at those videos going, what do I have to contribute to that? My channel is about really manifesting and harnessing the laws of the universe to get what you want. And I want to help you to do that, right? And then just yesterday or the day before, I got this download from the universe, and they were like, "Well, you can teach people on YouTube how to harness the laws of the universe to boost their YouTube channels." And so that's what I decided to do. This is my contribution to the YouTube info, how to make your YouTube channel successful and why you should do it, or really how you should do it, how you should think about it. It's your job to figure out why. And that's a really big part of your universe is figuring out why you're doing things. Um, and ultimately, like we think it's about the actual thing, right? You might think that this is about YouTube, and maybe making money, right? But it's not truly about that. You want to do your YouTube channel because you want to feel fulfilled. You want to, fulfilled meaning you're providing something to the people out there, whether it's advice or, your experiences, your shared experiences that everybody has. You're wanting to share those experiences. You're wanting to feel fulfilled. Maybe you have a 9 to 5 job that's just, morally, emotionally draining, and you want something that makes you feel good. And so you are coming on to like share your makeup secrets or your vlogging, and you're sharing your life with people so that people can not feel alone. So there's that motivation. There's also the motivation of feeling safe and secure, like maybe financially secure. Maybe you're wanting to boost this second income so that you can quit a day job that's draining you. Um, but most of the time, people really start. I think the ones who start that really make it are the ones that are doing it for more personal reasons. Like they just want to feel fulfilled, feel satisfied, feel like you are making a contribution to society, to an audience out there. Or maybe you feel like you want to reach those people, your people, basically. You're wanting to provide videos for someone like you, someone who is looking for their tribe, so to speak, or looking for their people, their family, to kind of feel more connected, because maybe there's not so much connection going on out in the 3D, right, out in the world. People are pretty separated right now, and you're looking for more of a connection. And so you think maybe through YouTube, you put your story out there, you'll find those people for sure. These are the real reasons that you're wanting to boost your subscribers and get more views and things like that. So delve into that. This is your universe. So connect to that part of yourself. Be honest with yourself. And you will create your reality that you create through that desire will manifest into the world, and you will become super successful. And just remember that you'll only succeed if you continue. If you quit, then you'll never know if you could have done it, and you'll always wonder, what if I had just kept going? Could I have made it? But if you stay the course and do these steps, giddy, give it to yourself, then you will see your desired reality manifest into the general plane of existence. And if you like this kind of video, subscribe, hit the like button. I'm actually writing a book um, that contains my technique, Giddy, give it to yourself. It's just going to go a little more in depth and into manifestation and how it works and things. And it's also going to give you like worksheets so that you can write lists down of the things that you desire so you can keep track of them, and just so be a little bit of inspiration. So if you subscribe, and hit the notification bell, like this video, share it with others that you know are in the same predicament, uh, and stay tuned. Down the line, I'll be letting you know when that video gets released. And if you want personal help, I also have a link down below in the description where you can get group session coaching. on just these topics.